Hello, this is Timmy Nafso, Executive Vice President and co-founder of FortisPay, and today we're discussing Kroger eliminating Visa credit at their stores. Kroger made a decision recently to eliminate 21 stores from accepting Visa credit, 5 gas stations, all in the state of California. And their idea is that they want to fight these credit card fees that Visa is charging. And although there's a lot of press around this idea of Visa, getting upset over Kroger making this decision because Kroger is such a big player in the space, we really want to analyze what's happening and not take it for face value when we actually read these articles. So number one, Kroger still is accepting Visa debit cards. So if there's a Visa logo on it, they'll still accept it because it's a debit card. And our thought is that this was a very strategic move by Kroger because they do have a partnership with MasterCard and MasterCard credit with a Kroger logoed MasterCard. So in their initiative to try to drive up MasterCard revenue, which is probably what their intention is, they decided to put a little choke on Visa. My thought and our thought is strategically looking at it from Kroger's perspective, they didn't just say, because if they hated Visa altogether, right, they would have just said you cannot pay with Visa, but they knew that would have been too large of an impact to their bottom line. So how do they make a large press release, right, to make something a big deal? Is the headline of Kroger doesn't accept Visa cards. Well, when you specify that to specifically credit in those stores, how much and what percentage of Visa credit specifically is coming through those doors, right? And utilizing those stores strategically as a test market is another question. Well, why those specific stores? What our belief is that it's a very interesting concept for Kroger to fight Visa, but this is not the first time this has happened, right? I mean, when you would walk into a Costco for many years, you only could use an American Express. Now, Costco only accepts Visa. Sam's Club at one point was only Discover, and then they opened it up to other card types. So you see a lot of different trends that happen. And ultimately, every single one of those large businesses are basically trying to follow or figure out their own agenda as to what it is that their goal is. Now, for them to say, well, they want to fight over 2 to 3% in fees, that's what's upsetting them with Visa swipe fees. Then we ask the question, when Visa and MasterCard are so close in their fees when it comes to credit, and typically credit comes with reward points and so on and so forth, well, why has MasterCard credit not also been taken out of the mix? Now let's talk about American Express. Why don't we take American Express out of the mix? They also have high reward fees that are assessed to businesses. And when you ask all those questions, the reason is because there is a motivation behind what they're doing to Visa that we're interested to really see how this plays out. People are asking questions, well, will other companies follow suit? Will other companies really want to go after this and discount, and say we're not going to accept Visa, we're not going to accept MasterCard? I think in large scale, that's actually a possibility. For mid and small businesses, that's a very challenging thing to do because they don't have the press power that a Kroger might have to generate attention and possibly negotiations with the card brands. So, really interesting topic to talk about and pay attention to. Do we think that this is going to become a national thing? It certainly could for Kroger if MasterCard sweetens the pot enough for them, right? But if a particular percentage of their business is Visa and that's going to cause a loss, this is the test that we believe is going to tell that story, we'll know if this is going to pan out for them or not, and then if other companies end up following suit and for which card types that they're going to follow suit, since so many of them are expensive on the credit side. Please comment below, and thanks for listening.